dear listeners. Tonight, I invite you to join me on a journey through the enchanted realms of bedtime stories. In this tale, hidden treasures lie beneath unsuspecting appearances, and promises have the power to transform. Close your eyes, surrender to the embrace of imagination as we embark on a magical adventure where princesses meet frogs and curses unveil unexpected blessings. Get ready to be captivated by the warmth of a soothing narration that will whisk you away to a world where dreams come alive. Are you ready? Let the story begin. Once upon a time, there was a mighty and just king who deeply loved his people. This kind king was married to a decent queen who helped him manage the affairs of his kingdom. God blessed the queen and the king with a beautiful baby girl, with whom their happiness was completed. But for their bad luck, the king died even before the little princess turned 8. After the king died, the queen dedicated her time and effort to her people, dividing her time between the kingdom and her daughter. When the little princess got tired from playing, she went to an old, large tree to enjoy its shadows. Besides all the trees, there was a deep well. Whenever the princess spoke, she heard a sound just like hers coming out of the well, repeating exactly what she said. This terrified the princess. The princess had a golden ball the size of an orange. One day, the princess threw her golden ball up high, and it rolled over, falling into the dark well. The princess became very sad. Her eyes filled with tears over her beautiful golden toy, which vanished into the darkness of the deep well. This well is too deep, and nothing appears inside, she thought. Suddenly, a weird voice came from inside the well. "Why are you crying, princess? Your loud weeping woke me up from my deep sleep." Unexpectedly, the water of the well rose to its edge, and an ugly-looking, scary frog appeared in front of her. "Don't be scared, my lovely princess. I am a poor, lonely frog. Your precious tears saved me from the darkness of this well after I was buried in it. Why are you crying then?" "I'm crying because my golden ball fell into this deep well," replied the princess. "Calm down, my beautiful princess. Do not cry. I can help you get your ball back," said the frog. "What? Are you really able to get my ball back?" asked the princess. "I'll give you whatever you want. Just name it," she promised. "What I want is simple. It wouldn't cost you much. Take whatever you want and get my ball back," the princess urged. "You can take all my beautiful dresses, or my pearls, my jewels. Take. Do not ask for any of these," she offered. "You may not know this, but this well contains great treasures which no one has ever seen," said the frog. "What do you want then to get my lovely ball back?" asked the princess. "If you promise to fulfill my wish, I'll get your golden ball from this deep well." "Well, what is it that you desire?" "Say it," requested the frog. I want you to love me." "Yes, I want you to love me, my tender princess. I wish to play with you, eat with you on your dining table. I even want to eat from your very own plate. I want to sleep in your room, and that you may place me in your own bed as well," declared the frog. "My lovely princess, I have been in this damn well forever, and your precious tears were the reason for me to see life again. The sky, the sun, the moon, the light, the trees, the birds, and the flowers. So, if you promise me that I'll be your friend to play with you and to share your food with me, I'll dive into this dark well to get your golden ball back," the frog insisted. The princess thought for a while and said to herself, "What a fool, he's saying nonsense, repeating useless words over and over. What if I just promise him, and as soon as I get my ball, I run to the palace? He won't even catch me. This frog can never be my friend. Hey, I agree to become your friend and fulfill all your wishes. So come on and get my ball back," she agreed. The frog dived down into the well, and a few seconds later, he appeared at the surface of the water, holding the golden bowl heavily in his mouth. He dropped the ball from his mouth on the grass and jumped to the well's edge to be close to the princess's feet, looking at her with pleasure. The princess was delighted to get her ball back, but she took it at once and started running to the palace without even turning to the wood frog or thanking him. "Hey, my lovely princess, wait for me. I cannot run that fast." "Oh, what a hard time I am living," lamented the frog. The princess forgot her promise, and the frog spent his night miserably, mourning and crying. When it was daytime, he kept helplessly and painfully walking, picking every flower he saw until he collected a large, lovely, good-smelling bunch of flowers. He walked through the paved road, which led to the royal palace. Upon reaching the palace's huge door, the guards yelled at him and kicked him out. "Hey, I want to meet the princess." "Huh? You want to meet the princess? How dare you, such an ugly-looking frog coming to meet the princess? Oh my God, go away, or I'll kill you with a stab of my bayonet. I must meet the princess. You, officer, go to the princess and tell her that the frog wants to see her. Go now. I should see her and talk to her. She made a promise to me that she should fulfill. Move," the frog demanded. At that time, the princess was sitting at the table with her mother, the queen, having lunch. The head of the guards asked to enter, and when he was allowed, he headed to the princess and whispered in her ears what the frog had said. "Bless him in, and I will see him after lunch. Wait here," the princess commanded. Did the princess finish her dinner and came out to meet you? The frog headed to the door and lightly knocked. "Oh, princess, allow me to come in. I asked you to keep your promises," he pleaded. The princess headed to the door with the same fear she had the first time she met the frog. And when she opened the door, she saw him desperately begging and blaming her, and he politely offered her the flowers. "Gently, please accept these flowers to show you how I love you and appreciate you. I picked them myself. I love you, princess. Wait here for a while." The princess climbed the door in the froggy's face and went back to sit with her mom, full of fear. Her mother felt worried. "What happened, sweetheart? Who's asking to meet you? Is he a giant planning to kidnap you?" the queen asked. "No, Mom. He is just a stupid frog who took my golden ball out of the deep well," replied the princess. The princess told her mother the whole story and how the frog showed up and got her ball back. But the queen kept wondering, why did he come here? What does he want, this scary frog? "He told me that he would bring my golden ball back if I promised him to be my playing companion. Though I promised him, I didn't intend to keep my promise because I thought I will never see him again. And here he came, asking me to fulfill my promises. But I'm scared of him, Mom," confessed the princess. "Don't cry, my sweetheart, and do not be afraid. Go and open the door, and know that polite people always keep their promises. You know, appearances don't always reveal the truth. So stand up and open the door," the queen advised. The princess obeyed her mother and opened the door for the frog, letting him in. He followed her until she sat down on her chair and stood up in front of her feet, bowing down with respect to the queen. "Now, take me to the bathroom, clean my skin from dust and mud, wash my hands and legs very well so I can sit with you and our great queen," the frog requested. The princess got furious. She was about to kick him. "Calm down, my daughter. Take him and wash him well, and I will wait for you so we can eat together," the queen said. Moments later, the frog was finally clean, enjoying the company of the beautiful princess. "Thank you, my sweet princess. Now, hold me to your chest and take me to the dining room to eat with your mother," the frog requested. As they arrived at the dining table, the princess left the frog on the ground next to her feet and didn't even allow him a chair next to her and the queen. "Why are you treating me like this, my kind princess? Wouldn't you raise me up to put me on the chair next to you?" the frog questioned. The frog felt extremely happy to be at the same table as his beloved princess. "Now, "Let's eat from your golden dish together." The princess refused and bought him another dish, and the frog felt really sad. "No, I want the dish that you're eating from. I want to eat from it with you," the frog insisted. "Do what he wants, my dear daughter. We agreed that you shall keep your promise," the queen reminded. The frog held the towel and put it on her chest, starting to use the spoon to drink the soup. He looked as if he were a noble prince. The queen went into deep thoughts about the scenery. What a strange creature. He is behaving like a magnificent prince, not like a frog, as my daughter says. After dinner, the frog joined his host in another room in the palace. "Now, I want to rest. Take me to your sleeping room and put me on your bed. It's been so many years since I've been living in the bottom of that well," the frog requested. "Help me, Mom. I'm scared of that frog. I'm afraid he'll kill me." "He won't sleep in my bed," the princess pleaded. "Don't worry, my sweetheart. He is a nice frog. You shouldn't despise him and fulfill your promise instead. Take him to your room and let him sleep where he wants," the queen advised. The princess held the frog and discussed with two of her fingers, then took him to the upper floor, put him in one of the corners, and got to her room. She immediately closed the door to not allow him in. But as soon as the princess started to change her clothes, getting ready to sleep, putting her head on the pillow, she saw the frog right in the middle of the room. "How dare you escape from me? Didn't you promise me to let me sleep in your bed?" "How did you get in?" the princess questioned. "I entered from under the door. Can't you see that the door is a little higher than the ground?" "And what do you want now?" replied the frog. "I only want you to fulfill your promise. Have mercy on me, princess. Do not be cruel to me. Do not despise me. I am miserable and need your love. Listen, if you don't turn away from me and leave the place immediately, I will tell you. Do you understand? I will kill you," threatened the princess. "Oh, my dear princess, do not be afraid of me. I love you, and I wish you would love me back. I am poor and miserable. I've been tormented for long years. Have mercy on me and be kind. You're the most beautiful one ever. And if you do not love me, I will go back to that damned well and live there in modern darkness until I die." "Scared to this," the frog pleaded. The princess was running quickly and didn't catch all that the frog was saying. She went to Zavala's roof and thought she got rid of the frog. But suddenly, "Oh, my dear princess, why do you hate me like this? Why are you running away from me? I want to become your friend, so let's go down and end this hassle." "Shut up! Get away from me! Get away, or I will kill you," the princess warned. Thinking to herself, the princess sort of something, "You ugly frog, follow me to my room." The princess reached her room and called for her dog and cat, whom she thought would protect her. But the frog jumped to the edge of the bed, unable to climb up. The princess noticed a golden crown on his head, like the crowns of the kings, and kept daydreaming about it. "Help me, princess, and raise me to your bed. I got tired of climbing," the frog requested. "Go to hell. Is this how you keep your promise? I must get rid of you, ugly frog," the princess declared. The princess approached him in kindness and tenderness, with her clear blue eyes filled with tears. "I loved you, frog, and I'm truly sad about what happened to you. Please accept my apologies. I used to feel frightened and disgusted of you, but now I love you. I will treat you well and take care of you. Pardon me. I was so cruel to you." All of a sudden, the princess saw what she had never seen before. The ugly, frightening frog grew up hugely and became taller than the princess. A young, handsome boy appeared, smiling at her tenderly with decency and compassion. The princess was very terrified and yelled, but the handsome boy approached her and bowed politely. "Do not be afraid, princess. I have a wonderful story that I will tell you. Please listen to me. The ugly frog that you despised, disdained, hated, and escaped from was me. I am the king of the country of Book, which borders your kingdom. I accessed the throne of the kingdom again after my father's death. I have an aunt who is a wicked witch. She has an ugly daughter whom she wanted me to marry. When I refused, my aunt bewitched me and turned me into an ugly frog. Then she threw me into the well. You shall become the ugliest frog till the most beautiful princess comes and saves you. You shall be stuck within this deep, dark world. You shall see no one, and no one shall see you. But when the most beautiful princess meets you, despises you, makes fun of you, then pities you, and her heart shall be filled with mercy and compassion for you, only then will you turn into a prince." That's all that happened. You are the reason why I got rid of the spell. Thank you, sweet princess. I'm truly happy for you, the prince explained. My mom was right when she asked me to keep my promise to you. Let's go to your mother and tell her everything, and ask for her permission to marry you, the prince suggested. At this moment, the door of the room opened, and the queen entered to check on her beloved daughter. The queen was surprisingly shocked to see her daughter with a strange young man whom she had never seen before. The princess started narrating all that happened. The queen was amazed and angry at the wicked witch who was behind all this. She hugged and kissed her daughter and the young king. Thank God you pleased me with a son like you in my old age. From now on, you are my son. Days passed, and the young king asked the queen to allow him to retrieve the treasures hidden in the well, cursed for several years. My dear son, thank God we do not need any of these treasures. I will leave my kingdom to you after my death. My queen, I only want to take out these treasures to prepare a large army and head to my kingdom. I want to restore my throne, which my aunt has seized from me, and join my kingdom to yours, the young king explained. My army is under your command, and I do not want my kingdom to be joined to yours. I want you to restore your throne and punish your evil aunt for her wicked deed, the queen declared. Once the army and the people knew of the arrival of their young king, who loved them and whom they truly loved, they all joined him. They entered the capital of his kingdom without war and without shedding a single drop of blood. The witch queen knew what happened, so she went up to Zavala's roof, where a few officers whom she had bewitched with her magic were present. As soon as she saw the young king approaching Zavalas, surrounded by the people and the army, she went insane and threw herself off the roof. The officers followed suit, and they all died. The people in the army continued to cheer and celebrate. My sweet queen, I truly thank God for all that He gave me. He helped me in my hardest times and rewarded me with more than what I could have ever wished for. I love you, and I owe you a lot, you and your great mother, the young king expressed. I am the one who is grateful for everything. We have been together, and I learned a lesson that I will never forget. It's to never judge a book by its cover. Their true gold is hidden within caves. May God bless our life together, the queen replied. The newly married couple lived together among their people, enjoying the warmth of the queen. They rebuilt their kingdom, took care of their people, and lived happily ever after.